Hello and welcome back to the Music Theory Challenge, where every day we learn something new about music theory. Today we are starting a new unit and we're going to revisit something that we did in Unit 1, but I didn't go into too much detail because I didn't want to add so much content into every lesson that it was difficult to absorb all the new vocabulary. But I do see your questions in the comments, so today should answer many of those. And by the way, there is a PDF that I made that goes along with this challenge, and the PDF answers a lot of the questions, so I will link it down below so that you can download that. Now, many of the people who watch this channel are ukulele players and guitar players, and they're thinking, why are you making us draw a keyboard? This is not relevant for me. Are you going to come back around and connect it to me or make it make sense with the guitar and the ukulele? And the answer is yes. The reason I use the keyboard is because the keyboard has this really handy, and go ahead and draw one with me as I'm talking about it, this really handy visual clue that we do not see on our fretted instruments. And that visual clue is that we have these empty spaces where there is no black key. And when we look at our ukuleles, let me grab mine. When we look at our ukuleles, we do not have anything to let us know that there is no black key. Why is that important? Well, when we add our letters or our note names to the black keys, we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and back to C. When we add our sharp names, C sharp, D sharp, because it's raised a half step, we wouldn't know that E goes straight into F by just looking at our fretted instrument. We would have had to memorize it beforehand, but I wanted to use the piano as our foundation so that you would have a visual picture to go back to in your head when you're thinking about the full musical alphabet. Now today we're going to do the full musical alphabet. So let's finish this keyboard here. We have F, then F sharp, G, then G sharp, and this part is review. Stay with me, okay? There is a really awesome payoff here at the end. Then B and back to C. Now we can call this, and this is a new vocabulary word for us, the chromatic scale. Chromatic. I almost missed the letter there. Chromatic scale. And go ahead and write it out on your notes. It goes C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, I might run out of space, A sharp, B, and C. This is the chromatic scale. So now when you go to your ukulele or to your guitar and you want to play a chromatic scale, you can start saying the note names to yourself as you're playing them. Let me demonstrate. The ukulele, it's easier because you already have a string that is named C. So you can start here and you would add a finger and go to C sharp, D, D sharp, E, then F. No E sharp here in this case. So that's why we use the keyboard. So our first vocabulary word of the day here is chromatic scale. Now I want to do something new with you. Go ahead and draw another keyboard for me. And we are learning something new in this new keyboard that we're drawing. Thank you, by the way, to everyone who has been submitting questions in the comments. I actually didn't record the whole challenge when it started. I had only recorded a few lessons because I wanted to see those questions coming in, and I wanted those questions to frame the future lessons. So go ahead and draw another keyboard for me. It can be right underneath the one that you had drawn already. And go ahead and label it C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C, and add your black keys where they go. Nothing between E and F. F, G, and A. Now you had the chromatic scale already in ascending order. Can you write that down? You had it in ascending. Now we're going to fill it in descending order. So we're going to start from over here. Look up. We're going to start from over here. C, B. Going down, we're going to call this B flat. B flat. A. Going down, we're going to call this A flat. G. G flat. F. E. Going down, we're going to call this E flat. And so some of you are getting ahead of me already and having the question like, how can one key have two names? So we'll get there, I promise. This is the chromatic scale in descending order. So now you have the full chromatic scale going up and coming back down. So same, when you get on your guitar or when you get on your ukulele, practice the ascending names, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. And when you're descending, practice saying those names with their flat name. Okay, I'm going to erase part of this, but I'm going to leave part of this because we need this. Actually, let me erase this and give you a new space. The next vocabulary word, the last one for the day, is called enharmonic. And this one was bringing up a lot of questions in the early days of the challenge. Okay, this time I'm going to make the keyboard a little deeper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should be enough. Let me check. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, this time I'm going to do something a little different with my black keys. I'm going to turn them into empty boxes. If you can do that too, great. If not, this is all in the PDF. But you can also write it up here as long as you add little arrows for yourself so that you know. And I've also added blank keyboards on the PDF so that you can practice filling them in. Okay, so going up, this was called C sharp, right? I'm going to write it sideways so that it fits. I'm going to write all the note names sideways here. C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, okay? And going down, these have another name, right? B flat, A flat, G flat, E flat. I'm trying to find a good comparison for this. I guess the closest comparison, it's like if you have two names, like you, for me, I have two names. I'm known as Bernadette or I'm known as Plazi, but I'm still the same person, right? These keys are the same thing. This note, the sound is the same. It just has two names. It has the name A sharp or the name B flat. And so this is called having the same, having enharmonic. Enharmonic. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, enharmonic. This can be called enharmonic equivalent or enharmonic match. But the key here is calling them enharmonic when the same note has two names. So B flat is also called A sharp. A flat is also called G sharp. And G flat is also called F sharp. E flat is also called D sharp. And D flat is also called C sharp. So those are the three main takeaways for today. We had the chromatic scale in ascending order with the notes as sharps. We had the chromatic scale in descending order with the names as flats. And we added the word enharmonic to our vocabulary. So I bet that if you went back and watched the first few lessons now with what you know, they would click in a different way, and I do recommend that you do that. With that said, please continue sending your questions because I am reading all of them, making sure that I can answer all the questions in this challenge or adding more videos to it. Let me know if you have anything else you'd like me to explain. Make sure to grab the PDF so that you can practice with everything that I've made for you that goes along with this challenge. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Ciao!